Good morning, guys, or good afternoon for some of you who are in the afternoon area, or good evening, who knows. Well, this is Primitive Archer here again. Well, today I'm going to be doing something different that I haven't done yet with bamboo, which is actually through a bear shaft test. But I'm going to be doing them with my primitive self bows, which they're shot off the hand, there's no shelf, so the spine, you really have to be careful with the spine with these types of bow, because if you're shooting like my cash chuck short bow, the grip is actually pretty much a straight grip, so it's pretty thick. It's like probably an inch wide, inch wide, or an inch and 1/8. So the arrow, when it rests on the hand, is actually going to be pointing like way left. So in order for it to actually shoot straight and bend around the paradox, you really have to have a much weaker spine. And when we're shooting bamboo, like most people already know, I shoot bamboo. These are actually, they are 29.5 inches long, self-knocked, reinforced with real deer leg sinew, and it has a 145 grain head up in front, which this is going to be my actual hunting arrow. They're barely glued on, only has like maybe 2 dots of crazy glue, and after this is done, if they fly the way they're supposed to fly, they'll be getting fletched on, and they're going to have a broadhead in the front. So this is going to be I'm going to be taking them for my turkey season, spring turkey season, which is I think I have in May 13th. That's my week around there for spring turkey. So I'm also going to be testing also with my Hurricane self bow made by Caesar from Legionnaire Archery. It's different weights. The cash chuck, I'm putting around 58 pounds on my draw length. It's 25 inches long, around there, 25 and a half. But this one is 50 pounds at my draw length, but the grip is much narrower. The grip is actually around, I'd probably say 3/4 of an inch. So even though it's a lighter poundage, the width of the grip really matters as well. So I want to see if, even though it's like 5 to 7 pounds lighter, but the grip is skinnier, if it will actually shoot well these arrows as well. Dead center, right in the middle. Dead center, right in the middle. Do a quick check. Get a quick zoom so you can actually see where the arrow impacted. As you can see right there, dead center. I'm going to take 2 more shots from 5 yards, and I'm going to move back to 10. I'm going to pause it right here while we retrieve the arrow. That was a bit high. Then again, okay guys, The arrows are shooting pretty good, very good. One thing I want to address, the arrows are not, I still don't have a knock point on my string either, so I'm trying to feel the position where I'm knocking the arrow. There could be a variation maybe of a 1/8 of an inch higher, 1/8 of an inch lower on where I'm actually knocking the arrow. So that can affect the actual height a bit on the point, whatever. But this test, I'm not really looking for knock high, knock low, or where the arrow is flying at right now. It's pretty much just testing the spine as per se on the paradox, the way the arrow is flexing around the node point. So as you can see, so far it's flying so good. Now I'm going to test it with my other bow I mentioned earlier, which is 50, which is like around 6 to 7 pounds lesser, but the handle is much more narrower. So let's see what happens. But as you can see, it is flying pretty straight. So I'm going to take this one more shot and see how it goes. Draw to my anchor in that one. I'll be shooting from 10 yards now. I want to see how the arrow reacts from a farther distance. Alright guys, here I am again. Well, I just concluded the actual shot test to see how they perform. Here it is. This is the bow I tested today. Cash Tuck Bowcraft, short bow, 54 inches long, 55 by 24 inches draw length. And also, it's made out of hickory. This is hickory. It's backed with sinew and rawhide over the top where you see the designs over it. The other bow I shot, which is a lighter poundage, 50 pounds at 25-inch draw. This one is made by Cesar Perez. He's the owner of Legionnaire Archery. He's the actual boyer. He also makes arrows and good stuff. You can check his page out. Also, does very nice work. This one's made out of ash, white ash. He did some designs in the belly right here I asked for, since I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from the native tribe called the Tainos. So he made some Taino symbols on it. The handle on this one is much more thinner. So even though it's a lighter poundage bow, but the handle is thinner, so it can hold a different spine, heavier spine, because it's more closer to center sharp. So I want to test these out to see if they will fly stiff, since I spined them for the other bow, which is much heavier, but with a wider handle. So I wanted to see if they flew stiff, but in reality, no, they flew great. That's how forgiving and fast recovery bamboo is. And of course, the different diameter of the handle also does the job as well. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see it. It's a beautiful bow, good designs, white ash. Legionnaire Archery. If anybody's interested in checking them out, does some beautiful work.